This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
Songs with. Songs with. Songs with. Songs with. Songs with.
Hello everyone, welcome to the anniversario episode of Songs with Friends here on the Place to Be Nation pop feed. My name is Steve, and joining me once again is Kelly. Kelly, how are you now?
I'm good. Is that a Kentucky term?
Anniversario?
Yes.
No, it's a word that may or may not be Spanish.
Oh.
I'm not making it up. I stole it from Lucha.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's been 1 year now of us talking about songs with our friends. And what better way to celebrate such a splendid occasion is to have the Songs with Friends birthday party. So we have the dreamsicles out, the creamsicles out, the boozesicles out, and we're going to do something special today. We're going to do an NSYNC video live watch. We're going to go through 8 different NSYNC videos and track the betrayal of one Justin Timberlake.
How dare you?
As he stole the mantle of top dog from JC Chasez.
This is allegedly.
No, allegedly. We're going to break down the facts. We're going to present the case like your boy did in fucking My Cousin Vinny. The two Utes are going to be exposed here on Songs with Friends. So let's get started with video number 1, I Want You Back. Now, right before we started, Kelly had never seen the original video for I Want You Back, which is on the same fake-ass spaceship that Eiffel 65 sang Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da.
Did you just pull that out of your ass?
I did. So that video sucked out loud, but there were some crazy dances.
Was that video only released in not in the US, or it was released and they just released another one, acted like never happened?
I think that was more of a European thing, because looking at the stuff that's going on here, this new one is clearly American. Like they're fucking wearing.
They're playing pool.
Yeah, like everything about this aesthetic is 1998. Justin has one big hoop earring, and his beautiful face is just right up in the camera lens.
In a convertible.
Now, Kelly, I know you were more of a rock music fan back then. Were you an NSYNC or a Backstreet loyalist?
NSYNC. Really? Yes.
What is it about them that distinguish them from the Backstreet Boys?
I was like a Justin Timberlake fan from Go.
Really?
Like, I liked his voice. Yeah, when I would hear their music, I thought he could sing. So.
An interesting note here watching the video as you're on CDs and doing monkey flips and shit is that some of the choreography is the same between the two videos.
Yes.
It's this one though is very much like a Bad Boy Records Mace kind of thing. They're dancing in front of what appears to be a giant piece of Reynolds wrap with a fan blowing behind it.
It really does.
And sometimes they're on the water and wearing on skis, and other times they're wearing coats like it's a bit nippy outside. I think they're very confused young men.
Yeah, and the other one they were wearing like fitting shirts.
Yeah,
too small.
They were dressed like the 1999 Hardy Boys in the other one.
That is it.
They just did not have Gangrel with them to help sip the goblet of blood.
And now they're dressed like most of the guys I knew dressed in 1998. Maybe not in Kentucky, like you said, because you guys were behind on that.
Yeah, Kentucky was far behind in fashion. We're still phasing out the mullet here.
That's actually a nationwide problem, I think.
Shout out to my man, Mr. Brickster, doing what he can to bring the mullet back.
Oh my, don't do that.
Yeah, in the other cut of the video, there's a lot more JC, and in this one, Timberlake is like front and center. Most of the individual shots are back to Timberlake. So right away, his fuckery was it knew no limits.
He was a star.
I mean, the kid had charisma. He also had a sweet perm.
My best friend and I would argue about this, oddly, because she liked JC, and I like Justin. But I was clearly right, if you look at their lives now.
Yeah, I mean, next time I go to Foot Locker, I ask JC as he rings up my new Jordans.
Shut up. Does he?
I don't fucking know what JC Chasez is up to now. Alright, the boys are
I don't like a man in a convertible. It's unattractive.
Now that was a boss way to end that video. They said, "I want you back," as they all turn their back to the cameras. Like, I want you to look at my back because I'm leaving your ass because I am 17 and I have a car now.
And money.
So next up is the next single, which was Tearin Up My Heart, which is a low-key banger. I mean, people like to talk shit on these boy bands. But like, Tearin Up My Heart is like legitimately a good club song. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And there is no alternate video for this one.
Wow. A good club song?
I do declare it is a great club song.
I'm going to take your word for it because I didn't really go to clubs a lot.
Neither did I because I was 16, 17 years old back then.
Did you go when you were 21?
No, I wasn't a big club guy. I got married when I was 22.
Yeah.
On this one, they're starting in like a loft. And they're all wearing white shirts. Flowing, beautiful white shirts, and their bird chests are exposed.
Who's in the front?
JC. Oh, they both were.
Ooh.
JC and Justin. Fucking sharing the spotlight there.
They are sharing it.
While Lance's uncharismatic ass is in the very back.
These outfits, the other outfits kind of look like what they had on the other one.
Now, in this video...
Oh my gosh, those overalls are horrible.
Yeah, they still have a lot of the choreography that right before we started recording, I referred to it as like In Vogue's backup dancers. Like they hadn't yet perfected the boy band dancing style yet. Now,
I don't know that they're like dancers. Like maybe Justin.
JC is sitting on a weight bench that has a loaded bar, but he has not done one rep because
Ever.
he is a damn fraud.
Look at those arms. I don't think he's ever lifted any weights.
The only thing he has carried is the other four members of this band to greatness, only for JT to come behind and steal the thunder.
I think you're making up this JC thing.
JC was the star, man. Like early on, he was the front man. And I can't believe your revisionist history, your lies.
I'm going to have to take your word for it because I don't know a lot of history about them.
That's why we're watching the videos. Oh, there's an air fuck there. And a toe tap? Oh my god, I wonder if they did their own stunts.
Holy crap, whoa.
Now Justin is laying on the floor, surrounded by Polaroids with his good fallen brothers next to him.
Those pictures look like pictures of them.
They look like murder victim pictures that were pulled out of a ventilation.
Oh, they have a camera. They're using a camera. Old school film.
That'll come back to haunt them later, I'm sure.
Whoa. How old do you think Justin was here?
Oh, 19 at the oldest. If you're lucky. I see the lust in your eyes.
Jerk. I mean, yes, he's attractive.
Now,
He's little.
Chris Kirkpatrick has had this stupid fucking Parappa the Rapper hat on with goggles over it his whole time.
I know.
He goes back and forth between that and a shitty bandana.
I don't get it.
I don't think he gets it either.
I don't. Those glasses are horrible.
Like, they all have the gimmick. Like, which one of these was the bad boy?
Those glasses look like the sports glasses that my brother had to wear, like when he was in 7th and 8th grade for sports.
Is your brother Horace Grant?
No.
That's disappointing.
Not at all.
No. Oh man, we got some half-ass pull-ups now. These boys are just dancing and shaking their sweet little asses. Getting their
Suspenders,
names,
overalls.
getting their names written with hearts around them on Trapper Keepers all across America.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And note JC's flat hairstyle here. Maybe this is why he got surpassed.
Oh,
He's just a plain ass looking white boy who's the best vocalist, but like there's no pizzazz to him.
Why didn't they put spike his hair or something?
Oh, that'll be a fun progression to watch here. There he's holding a guitar that he does not know how to play.
The nerve.
Kirkpatrick wearing a silk shirt, like the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea looking ass.
Yeah, I don't think at the time any of them played instruments.
At the time, that's
I
adorable.
don't know. Well, doesn't Justin play something? I'm gonna say he does. I don't really.
Oh,
know
Justin's played a few things in his day. I don't doubt that at all. Now we're going to.
He's good.
We're going to move on to the third single. I don't know if it was the third single. The third song we're going to pick. Drive Myself Crazy.
Steve's favorite.
Yo.
Or his favorites, I should say.
It is like, I really liked this song back then. Like, this was the first boy band song that I actually said, you know what? That song doesn't suck out loud. And Justin does not have a tan at this point. He is as white as his hair is. like the peroxide bottle.
Like white, like as I am.
Yes. It's white as the inside of that solo cup you're enjoying there, sister. All right, we're going to skip the law office ad here on the YouTube.
Actually, I think this video was when I really was like, I don't know, Justin singing in this song is when I really became more fascinated with him.
All right, this is like the spring of 1999 is when this hit. Because I remember hearing the song the day of the story I told on a previous episode where I broke up with my girlfriend and then the special needs guy grabbed her ass at the at the chorus concert. Now, in this video, they are like in an insane asylum, but they are all wearing just really super comfy pajamas. Which, if you've ever been committed, and I know some of you have in the Place to Be Nation.
That's wild accusations.
Yeah, I'm not going to name any names, but I can assure you they do not give you big, fancy-ass cozy pajamas. They take your drawstrings, your shoelaces, your belts.
You ain't having your jewelry on.
You sure as hell don't have your platinum piece on you.
You're having your poker shell necklaces on.
Fucking earrings in.
Justin has his other earring now.
True. We've had an earring switch.
When the double... Remember, I guess that was around the time when guys went from one earring to two.
I missed that meeting. I don't know.
You never had your ears pierced?
Never.
Oh. Well, I remember where a lot of my guy friends went from 1 to 2. And I feel like I was in like... end of high school, 1920.
Now, not only does he have both of his ears pierced, I mean, those diamonds are so big they look like pearls. That's my need.
Look at that necklace. What's on that chain? What is it?
It's a picture of Nick Lachey.
I've liked 98 Degrees. Don't start. Do you think he has a perm in his hair?
No, he's naturally got curly hair.
That is like...
Now, when they went away for like a year and he came back with a full-on afro, like I don't think you could have permed that to that effectiveness.
That's true.
Now, by this point, Chris Kirkpatrick has the fake-ass road dog hair with the braids. And
I will say, Justin's hair is horrible.
It's 1999.
Right,
everybody's hair is horrible.
He was like, Mark McGrath had like good hair to me with the frosted tips if I was going to...
Speaking of hair, look at JC.
There you go. See? He looks like 100% hotter.
Somebody's seen a stylist. Oh.
This is true. Oh, is he on a talk show?
He's going to rip the television down. He's going to end up in seclusion and a needle in his ass if he doesn't calm himself
take
down.
Your word for that.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Look at the... See, that's more like what you would wear if you were committed. Do you see his pajamas he had on?
Yes.
Tied in the back.
Now, Lance, clearly in love with this woman. So we don't know if there's anything Lance Bass loves. It's a beautiful, beautiful woman. That's how he's driving himself.
What? He's good looking.
He is. Lance Bass is a handsome fellow.
Yes, he really is.
So do you think he'd turn down any of these other dudes? Like, you think anybody gay for the day? Do you think he had that kind of game?
No.
All right, well.
I don't. Do you?
I think
he has a Superman. Look how big that chain was.
I think he may fuck Joey Fatone. I don't know.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
You know, now I'm kind of feeling bad about my Backstreet Boys, because I did like them too.
Yeah, I thought that NSYNC was a lot more... They seemed more genuine than the Backstreet Boys. Like, NSYNC seemed like they enjoyed being around each other. They were having fun.
Oh, like their friendships. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the Backstreet Boys, they were clocking in. They were doing their dance and song, and they were going home and forgetting the other guys existed.
I do love when I know, like, a band or people have known each other for, like, since high school or junior high, and they're, like, in a band together. It just seems more genuine to me.
Yes, I mean...
Like, what was that? The mob... What was that?
They're all being discharged at the same time as their ex-girlfriends are being admitted to the same facility.
That's a dream come true.
This is clearly
I got over
not
you.
healthy.
Now you go. Good luck.
All right. So now we're going to move on to the next album. Released, I believe, in 2000. I know the microphone's picking up my button mashing, and I apologize for that. You'd think I would put together a playlist like a professional, but...
Did I suggest that?
I mean, I'm not going to answer that. Pardon us here as we get through ads on the YouTube. Have this turned down so the manager doesn't yell at me for using copyrighted music.
Todd.
I wasn't going to say his name. I don't want to.
I'm a cop caller.
I don't want to disparage the great name of Todd Weber. He does great things for this site.
He does. He's the best.
Now, this video, all of a sudden, there is some money behind them.
Yeah, this is amazing. I thought this was cool back at the time, at the time that it came out.
Now, not only is this, obviously about a romantic relationship, but this is also them breaking from their long-term management and cutting the strings from their puppeteer that have been controlling them through their youth.
No strings attached.
Exactly. They were men now, damn it.
So in this video, they're like puppets, right?
Yes, being released.
That, being released. They were dropped onto a train.
They're running from hot girls on the train. Now
it makes sense if
metaphorically speaking.
Where's Lance?
We're on a train. There are 2 men and 1 woman on this train. I'm just saying, there could be some hot caboose action happening here.
Look at this dancing.
This is very reminiscent of the Jamiroquai video there, with a tilting room.
Oh, yes.
For some reason, Joey Fatwin is wearing red pants. Now, look who's front and center there, JC. Through the iconic Bye 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 dance, JC is leading the charge.
Wonder who determined that. Oh.
It was JC saying, look.
There we go. But here's my guy. He's up in the front.
Second verse. JT says, all right, shorty, it's my turn. Daddy's home.
My turn. I wonder if, do you think they're all still friends?
I think 4 of the 5 are still friends. I don't know if Justin answers those phone calls. He's got shit to do.
Weren't they? Yeah, I think I saw they were going to be at Coachella without him or something. Don't quote me on that. It didn't make any sense.
All right, if any of you guys are music festival aficionados, let us know. PTB and songsforfriends@gmail.com. Get at us.
Send us our 5th email.
That's right. We love the feedback.
Is that the same chick?
She's wearing leather now, it appears. Some kind of a Eartha Kitt bodysuit situation.
Oh, she has dogs.
She has rabid animals.
Rottweilers.
There's a lot going on here.
There really is.
At this point, Timberlake has his afro hairstyle. Bye-bye.
He's running from dogs.
But we all know he's the biggest dog of them all.
But... Whoa, look at the side turn on this.
I mean, it was pretty sweet 2000 choreography. This video was on MTV's Making the Video. So if you watched that, you got the fucking scoops.
Oh, I don't know that I ever saw that.
It was, if not the first episode, it was one of the first episodes of Making the Video. Like, we are firmly ensconced in the TRL era by this point. There's a damn high-speed chase of some sort in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, because they don't really make videos anymore. I mean, they do, but not like back then.
No, this was like the bubble bursting on the music industry. So many records being sold. And then Napster really kicked our asses by the end of the year and started the downfall.
Now we have a car chase happening on a 2-lane road.
Now, in a facility I used to work at, I was in charge of the fitness group. And that was one of the things I would do was during our warm-ups. Like, all right, 5 jumping jacks and 8 no lie and bye, bye, bye. We would do the dance.
Oh, can we get video? You would do it?
I would. I had to show them how to do it to make sure they did it right and they got all the points.
So you know it enough to teach it to people?
No, just that the 3 hops with the open mouth wave and then the Arsenio Hall whoop, whoop, whoop thing with your arms jumping back through.
That's amazing.
All right, guys, that is 4 videos down. We have 4 videos left. We're going to take a break and hear from JT and Chad, and then come back and talk about some more songs here on the Place to Be Nation family of shows. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Place to Be Nation's JT Rosero and Chad Campbell here. We want to let you know that we have over 24 podcasts available on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and PlaceToBeNation.com. We now offer them to you on 2 great feeds. On the Place to Be Nation Wrestling feed, we dive into topics running the gamut from today's WWE to the glory days of yesteryear and the ins and outs of the territory days. In addition to our full-length shows, we also deliver to you special pod blasts on topics old and new.
The Place to Be Nation Pop feed is a veritable treasure trove of great content. Offer tremendous shows covering the land of movies, television, life, comics, and sports, brought to you by the most knowledgeable and insightful folks in the podcast world.
You can find all of these current shows, plus archives of our previous podcasts over the past 8 years as well by subscribing to our feeds on iTunes. And while there, be sure to rate and leave feedback as well. All of these shows, plus others available at PlayStation.com, where we cover pro wrestling, sports, movies, comics, plus in-depth stretch projects and more. Be sure to support our site by using www.PlayStationNation.com/Amazon while doing your online shopping. And be sure to join us at our forum at Bigelow34.proboards.com for all sorts of wrestling, sports, and pop culture discussion each and every day where you can make your voice heard. We also want to thank our friends at Bonehead's Wing Bar, ProWrestlingOnly.com, and TheHistoryOfWrestling.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr as well. PlayStation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
And welcome back to Songs with Friends. Now let's talk about some of the other exciting shows on the Pop feed because we had yet another busy week with a little something for everyone. Ben Morse and Russell Sellers close out 1970 on a new Marvel Age masterclass. Jennifer Smith welcomed in Todd Weber to watch Yoga Hosers in this month's Freak Out Drive-In. JT, Peter Winton, and Don Carrera paid tribute to the wonderful Veep as it winds down its run. They even got a shout out from Julia Louis-Dreyfus for this PTBN Pop Special podcast. Andy Atherton and Russell Sellers gave a look at Forgetting Sarah Marshall, one of my personal faves, on this episode of Laugh-In Theater. The hard-traveling fanboys head off the page with a review of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Speaking of Nick and Greg, coming up at the end of May, the hard-traveling fanboys will be wrapping up their Hard Travelers for Hire series with a special giant-sized edition of the podcast. Greg and Nick will be joined by past guests for a retrospective look back at the highs and lows of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they want your opinions. After you've seen Endgame, send your full ranking of the Marvel Universe movies from 1 to 22 to Nick D at PlaceToBeNation.com. The full composite rankings for Place to Be Nation will be revealed on the show, so get your ballots in to make your voice heard. Ballots are due May 16th. And over at the Place to Be Nation wrestling feed, Scott, JT, and John D'Amato gave a supersized deep dive into WrestleMania 5 on episode 519 of the Place to Be podcast. On the third episode of Row 1, Seat 1, Ben Zani chatted up with up-and-comer O'Shea Edwards, and then they broke down the Making Towns Classic and the WrestleMania Weekend Blackcraft Wrestling Show. My God, that show sounds like it was the worst possible show of all time, and I can't wait to hear what Ben had to say about it. Possibly while enjoying an adult beverage or three. And in a new Making Towns with Friends, Stephen Kelly joined up to talk about her first live wrestling experience at Bizarro Lucha in Indianapolis. We continue to dive into the vault to bring you classic episodes of Where the Big Boys Play. In the latest installment, Parv, Chad, and Solomon finished their look at Starrcade 87. And of course, check out our social media pages and message board at Bigelow34.proboards.com for information on joining on our greatest WWE pay-per-view and TV match ever project. Get in on the conversation today and start researching your list. And we're going to keep this party going here on the Anniversario Spectacular of Songs with Friends. Next up is the second single from No Strings Attached. We're talking about NSYNC, It's Gonna Be Me. Now, even on the thumbnail for this video on YouTube, there is very clearly focused on a very intense-looking JC. Like, he recognizes this young fucking whippersnapper, Timberlake, is coming for his spot atop the throne, and he is not having that bullshit.
No, he looks scared.
Scared? Ooh.
He should be. I thought this was cool.
Yeah, this video was really kind of amazing.
I mean...
the effort they put into it.
Yes. They start off, they look like little figures.
Breaking
out of those boxes.
It's a toy store, and there are Ken dolls breaking out of the display to try to get the attention of the young lady walking through, as they are also walking with their choreography here.
I feel like they do a lot of the same dance.
It is.
Which is kind of like
disappointing. A lot of it is very reminiscent of, I know you haven't seen the documentary about the Michael Jackson alleged victims.
No.
Well, one of them grew up to be a famous choreographer who worked with people like NSYNC. So, I mean, you can see a lot of his handiwork in these videos. It's pretty amazing.
Huh.
Now they are fighting toy soldiers on the shelf, and somebody just got punched in the nuts. It's getting out of hand here.
Out of hand. I think Justin's hair is looking better. Oh, his hair looks great. JC's hair is
Yeah, JC is rocking the muscle shirt, the sweet VO5 mousse in his hair to keep all those spikes intact.
Solid black on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot black's like a trigger for you.
How dare you?
Like, oh, it looks great. Oh, he also happens to be wearing all black.
A black t-shirt is the best thing you could wear.
Allegedly. I mean, they're all wearing black.
They are.
Even the goofy looking one.
I don't know about that shirt, though. His pants actually have a red stripe down the side, JC's, and that's a little...
Even Kirkpatrick is wearing a red vest, like perhaps he's going on
Joey
a fishing
has red
trip.
hair.
Yes.
Ooh, now they see the Barbies partying at the pool.
High school Steve thought those girls were crazy hot.
These?
Yeah, I'm looking at him now, and I don't know what was up with me that day.
Well, they're not hot.
They're not unattractive, but they did not warrant the emotions they triggered in 18-year-old Steve. As Hugo does his run-in.
Oh, the girls put a net around him.
And now they're knocking shit over. The domino display's going down.
That had NSYNC in it.
Yeah, they're the Indian in the cupboard right now. Running back to the display case in time so they don't get trapped forever. Think I do. It's like some sweet acid wash denim there on Timberlake.
Yes.
There's a lot going on
Is
there.
that denim, you think, or cotton? Yeah, that's interesting.
The fabric of our lives, cotton?
Yes.
It looks like he poured
Yeah, it looks like they poured bleach on
I say,
it.
yeah, he spilled bleach.
Have you ever made a tie-dye shirt?
No.
I feel like I could make that outfit that he had on.
I dare you.
I know I could. Give me some bleach and a jean jacket.
Now, in this video, you really see Timberlake taking a lot more of the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's ascending to the throne now. That's the last thing you see is a close-up of him, and then he pushes the rest of the guys down.
Yes.
That is very symbolic.
And he has swag.
He is. He's knuckle deep in Spears at this point, so he's got all the reason to have the swag.
That was the word choice that came to mind.
You know I'm not proud of it. All right. Next up is going to be pop.
This wasn't so much my thing.
No, I'm not real big on it either, but it was the first single on the next album, so I thought it would be an important
No, I mean, it was obvious
stop
it was a
on
single.
this journey. And it did not pull up right away, so bear with me, listeners, as I super professionally fumble with this PlayStation 4 controller on the air and try to, with help if I spelled NSYNC correctly. Pop. There we go. First thing
I
you
mean,
see.
it's catchy.
Yo. Who was the close-up on the thumbnail of the last one? It was JC. Close-up of the thumbnail of this one is Timberlake.
It is. And his hair's gone.
He cut the hair. He looks more mature.
It's shaved. It's like on a 1, right? Maybe, or something.
Yeah, his hairline is on a -3. It's no stars.
They got a lot going on. Dancing.
Justin is wearing a leather button-up short-sleeve shirt.
That is bizarre. Who's on the shirt? Him? JC.
I'm saying, how old is JC?
Kind of looks like Joey.
It looks like it could be Van Damme. It could be Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, who's on that shirt? I'm so curious. Whoa.
JC's hair's getting long now. He's put the blonde highlights in it.
He's trying to take that look Justin had back.
He's wearing an extra sexy sheer shirt.
He is. That's not attractive. I'm not here for that.
And then Kirkpatrick is dressed like fucking Marty McFly back there with his orange shirt on.
No, that's a no. I wonder how the rest of the band members felt. Because they're just like, stay in the back.
Knowing that there's a dick swinging contest and they're having to watch from the sidelines.
They're not even in the game, like, at all.
All right, it's a club type situation. Where there's intermittent dancing. It's really weird.
Lots of skin showing.
Yes, this is a decidedly more sexy video than the others have been up to this point.
Those pants are... Never mind. I don't know. Oh. He has like a John Cena thing. What are those? A wristband. He has a wristband on.
All right, let the record show A wristband is known as a John Cena
Not
thing.
a wrist. What are those called? The sweat wristband
A
was.
sweatband.
A sweatband.
That's
Well, I never wore those.
clearly Horace Grant.
That's what it looks like.
Oh man, yeah, it's really showing. I mean, JT is taking the mantle as the leader, and JC is trying his best to keep up.
They even had everyone disappear in Justin
Yes.
last.
But the other three just look like the goofiest bunch of fucking assholes you've ever seen. Like, they are clearly playing for third place at best.
They're just collecting their paycheck at this point.
They are. They're going to the mail every Friday, seeing a check that has a comma.
And they're like,
5
I'm good
figures.
with it.
Like, you know what, 5
Whoa.
figures for this week, not so bad.
That was kind of, yeah. Oh, they had someone else up front.
Can't have that. That's a fake pretenders to the throne is what that is.
The clothing is fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, this is what you would find if you went to, like, American Eagle back in 2000.
I never went in there,
I have 2 American Eagle shirts in my closet right now
I'm sure.
that I bought back in the year of our Lord 2000.
You have 19-year-old t-shirts.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I have shirts that are older now than I was when I bought them.
That's awesome.
That's a very dad thing. We don't waste. Now, balloons are literally popping.
Yes. Now it's a cartoon looking.
Now the whole other rest of the group is gone. It's just Justin Timberlake
Beatboxing.
beatboxing with his mouth.
His shirt's buttoned down like halfway.
He's dressed like he's singing "A Groove Is in the Heart."
He really is.
It's not good,
No, this is.
but he's effectively stolen a good 30 seconds of time by himself without those other uggos
Yeah.
taking his shine.
And then the chick sees him and
Cut to this
in her
gorgeous
eyes
girl, and all that's in her eyes is Justin Timberlake.
and bubbles.
The rest of those boys can fucking kick rocks.
Losers.
All right, guys. Next up is perhaps my favorite NSYNC song because they collaborated with Nelly for the fantastic, that's really pushing it, the entertaining song Girlfriend.
I like Nelly.
This is when Nelly was at like the peak of his powers.
I'm a fan. I'm not even embarrassed at all about that. So I will probably pick a Nelly song at some point. That's a warning.
Yeah, I know that. You've been warning me for a year.
My list is long.
Now, at this point, they're strictly grown folks' business. There's people with tattoos. There's Justin macking on some beautiful woman of muddled ethnicity. She looks like she may be African American. She may have a couple other things mixed in there
Whoa,
too.
Look at that.
But he is going for it. He's like, you know what? This is my chance to get some cred. Put me in the shot with a beautiful black girl. He is a culture vulture from the start. Now this is around the.
Lots going on.
This is 2002. Fast and the Furious was the shit,
Oh yes.
and they are street racing and still in that shine.
How dare them steal from Fast and the Furious?
Vin Diesel did not live his life a quarter mile at a time for some boy band pussy to come
he
take
didn't.
his shine.
There's no way he approved of this. And we got him in back seats with. Oh, they're dancing on cars now.
Yes, except for Lance, because he's busy macking on that hottie in the back seat. Because we all know Lance Bass is known for macking on hotties in the back seat.
We got chicks in bikinis.
They're dancing like classic cars. That's
Yes.
like that's very disrespectful.
It is. These are like collector type cars. He's wearing a beanie too.
These are like the nicest old cars since the Paula Abdul video with Keanu Reeves back in the day.
Oh, that's the best video ever. Oh my gosh. Lots of hats. What is that hat? That golf style hat. What are those called?
Must be chilly outside. They don't want to catch a cold. You know?
We got motorcycles now. There's a lot of people just watching. I don't understand what's happening in a lot of this though.
It's very reminiscent of The Outsiders.
Oh my gosh.
Ponyboy may or may not be in the vicinity.
We got people playing I don't know what that is. Never mind.
Now, when I was around the age of this video, around the time this was on, I was also out around cars a lot, cruising and watching street races and shit. And I don't remember full-on block parties happening.
Oh, no.
There were very few girls showed up to this thing.
So, where I grew up, there was a street you would cruise on, but you could only go down it like twice or four times or some shit like that. And then, like, there were cops and, like, you can't go down the rest of the night again. And they would, like, pull people over. And you couldn't get out and, like, hang out. Yep. I guess if you went out to the desert.
We would park at the Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery Center. This is right there on the main strip.
And hang out in the parking lot?
Yes.
Did the cops come?
People would come to us.
Of course.
Because we were kind of a big deal as Hugo tries to yank the microphone right off the table.
He's had enough.
God, he has been such a dickhead.
Okay, now we're finally racing.
Oh, and Justin winks.
Why? Look at that car that dude's in. Like, he's totally, it's almost like it's a bike.
He's in a Model T.
How can that win?
It's not. That's why Justin's far ahead. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
They hit the nitro booster.
Oh, man.
What is going on? Oh. He cut him off. What a dickhead.
Yeah, he is a dick. That's dangerous. I'm thinking more like Fast and Furious at the end. Nobody was standing in the road like that.
You're right. I mean, things could have gone terribly awry there.
That video ending could have been horrible.
And this was actually not the Nelly version of the video we played here. Even though it said NSYNC featuring Nelly.
It did. Was there a version with him in the video?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. No?
I'm not going to watch another.
No, we're not going to watch that. That's only 1 minute and 42 seconds.
All right.
Anyways.
That brings us to the last video of this journey. This is Gone, which I contend is nothing more than a Justin Timberlake solo song.
Correct.
Cleverly disguised as an NSYNC song.
He was testing it out.
He was.
It's kind of interesting they let him do stuff like this because you would think it'd be in everyone's best interest to keep the band together.
I think that they saw the writing on the wall, the record execs did. They knew that this boy band thing was nearing its end. Because they hit in like 1998. At this point, it's 2002. It's time to find your Shawn Michaels in this group. And it was Justin Timberlake.
Well, Justin Timberlake on his own has some phenomenal videos.
Exactly. That's why nobody talks about Marty Jannetty anymore. He was the Marty of his team. Shawn was the Shawn. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but this is very relevant.
No, I do not. I sort of.
We have
So they start off like, what year is this? The 20s or something?
He's like full Charlie Chaplin here.
Yeah. And it's creepy, actually.
It's a little weird.
But.
And now he's barefoot, black and white, muscle shirt on, all black. His flowers wilted at his side. The other guys nowhere around.
Seriously. They're gone. Like they're missing.
Girl, they're gone.
He has a tattoo now. Maybe he always had that.
He got that in his Musketeer days. That was the last day of orientation.
Stop it.
That Christina Aguilera has a moose on her back.
Steve. Oh. So he's having flashback memories of the life with this girl.
Yes.
Not the girlfriend girl.
No, they have like moved on to like legitimately beautiful people as the video girls now.
He's painting her toenails.
Because he's a very sweet boy on his bare mattress.
Wow.
Such as his soul is also bare.
Yes. Oh, here they are.
Yeah, they're sitting behind him on the mattress, comforting their friend in his time of need.
Yeah, they're showing up now.
Looking very much like a Calvin Klein ad.
I like this song because it was kind of just, not acoustic, but it seemed like an acoustic type song. Like it was mellow. And it wasn't.
It was stripped down. It wasn't the bombastic pop type sound you were used to from these guys.
And that was, and then Justin's in the front, so I was like, ooh.
Really got you in the old tingles, didn't it? Oh, now they're at a birthday party. Justin wearing a ringer tee, and Lance Bass again macking on the ladies.
Oh, they're all laughing at him. He's so funny. He's dancing with a hat on the front of his face.
Yeah, he's got a hat on like it's a beak, and my God, that's the funniest shit you've ever seen. By this point, Chris Kirkpatrick has got rid of the braids, and he's got like a frosted tip hairdo, and this look on his face, he knows his days are numbered.
Yeah, I was going to say, what year is this now, you think?
2002.
The frosted tips were gone.
The Timberlake solo joint dropped in November of 2002. So this is just a few months before that. Like, they were already clearly planning ahead.
Yeah, they knew.
I know.
It's crazy this apartment's so empty now. Why are you there?
Because she took all his
She
shit.
took everything when
His-
she moved.
His options were to sleep on the couch and record the podcast outside, or he could stay in the empty apartment.
It's very sad.
But he's singing into this pristine mirror. He looked so happy when he was with her. I mean,
Did.
and she looked happy too. Where did this go awry?
I don't think they give us any information.
I want the sequel. I want her version.
Yes. I want to know what happened.
Now he may be shedding a tear.
Aww.
In his tank top, running to her on the beach. He may have just buried her in the backyard
Oh
now.
my god.
It's looking creepy.
It's foggy. He's outside sitting in the backyard.
Thinking about
We need
that-
to call the cops.
Thinking about that time you fucked her on the lawn. All the boys are wearing black because now they're at her funeral.
Oh my gosh.
That's my
Her
interpretation.
ass is hanging out.
I noticed.
No shame. No shame.
Yeah, Timberlake, they debuted him like as a solo act at the VMAs, which is in September. His album dropped in November. This would have been over the summers when this dropped. Maybe May?
I wonder how awkward that was.
Oh, I'm sure he told the other guys, I like dad goes out for cigarettes and then he just comes home 18 years later.
Oh god.
It's one of those deals. Daddy's gone. He's not coming back.
Well, I guess they wanted to get their last of their check.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they are still spending gone money.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
This girl is super, like...
Actually, Gone was 2001 is when this was released. The last single was Girlfriend.
Oh, so Girlfriend was the last one. Well, they looked like in that video, they weren't making Justin up front as much.
No,
Maybe they did this to test out the...
Yeah.
Now we're back to the...
put their toes in the
roaring
water.
20 yeah.
All
See
right.
how it would do.
All right, guys. That is the end of the NSYNC Live Watch. If you played along at home, thanks a lot for watching these shitty boy band videos from 20 years ago with us. Make us feel like we're not such a big loser for choosing this for our anniversary.
I will stand behind JT forever. Justin Timberlake.
I'll stand behind JT Rosero too.
Okay, we'll throw him in there.
He let me do my wrestling show bullshit, so I'll stand with him.
Okay, we'll stand by both of them.
All right, guys. The party's bumping here. It's about time to blow the candles out on this cake. Partake in some more beverages. For Kelly, I'm Steve. We will try to do... Wait a minute. I almost forgot the most important part of this
Cannot be
birthday party.
drinking.
We need to pick songs for next time.
Yes.
So, Kelly, what is your song going to be?
We are going to do a Bob Seger song,
Okay.
Night Moves.
Night Moves. It's a fantastic song.
Yes.
And I...
Oh my gosh, they're playing my first song pick now.
That's
when we
because-
started, or
That's because it is my YouTube history here, which is mostly videos I've looked up for the sake of this podcast. I am going with Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind.
ooh, I'm very excited, Steve.
So, hot damn, batten down the hatches. We're going to have ourselves a good time next time on Songs with Friends. So, for Kelly, I'm Steve. We will try to do better next time.